Kathy, if people are listening to this and they're saying, you know what, I wish I had heard some of this stuff or seen Connect when my kids were 5, before I gave them the iPad. Now they're 15. How do I reel it back in? How do I turn things around when my kids look at me like I'm evil if I want to put a timer on their phone?
Yeah, love that question. We need to apologize if, in fact, we were at fault for anything. But many of us, we didn't know what we were doing when we bought the phone for ourselves or for a kid. So I love the phrase, I love you too much to allow this to continue.
Our kids love that phrase too.
I mean, I'm not saying that a kid is going to go, oh, thanks, Mom, that's brilliant. But you know what, Kirk? Let's let our love compel us toward action, not fear, not anger, not shame or guilt. And I want to empower parents to say, look, I'm not a mean dad, and you're not a bad kid. It is what it is. The screen, the technology, the tool, the software has become addictive, and we don't like the way you're using your time. 20 minutes after you're done gaming, you're still aggressive towards your brother, and we love you too much to allow it to continue. Therefore, we've taken that game off your phone. You're not bad, we're not mean, it is what it is. And by the way, don't beg it back, because there's nothing you can do except a change of character that might allow us to consider giving you back that game. And then, of course, it'll depend upon how you play it, whether or not you get to keep it. So let's let our love compel us. Let's use the pronoun we. We need to make some changes here. Kids tell me all the time, guys, that if mom and dad have their phone on their belt, their phone in their pocket, their phone in their hand, there's always a screen they're watching with their other eye. Kids have a real hard time with that, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, and I find it distracting myself. I found myself to be more anxious, more distracted, more on edge, and even fearful of things going on in the world when I'm constantly watching my news feed, or I'm just paying attention to too many things at the same time. I feel like I can't keep all of the plates spinning, and something is bound to come crashing down at any moment. And if my kids see that in me, no wonder they're feeling increased levels of anxiety and depression and hopelessness, and we're hearing about this through reports all the time. Leading by example, more is caught than taught. I've learned that from you. I've learned that from my parents. I've learned that from Scripture. That if we want to see a change in our home, it's got to start by looking in the mirror and saying, "Hey, wait a minute. You know what? I'm going to put my phone away. I'm going to stop being distracted by all this stuff and just lean into where it counts." And I've been consciously trying to do that more this last week, and it really does make a difference.